Sup, Buzznet?
Welcome back.
In reference to the podcast. Although you know that because you clicked on it. Maybe.
You might have did it accidentally.
We could still be just talking to ourselves at this point.
Fair.
That's okay. I'm not Heather. Nor do I want to be
Today,
Heather.
I'm Amanda.
I am Amanda.
And I'm Heather.
That's my best friend, unfortunately.
Because the ambient chewing sounds in the background.
Can you hear him? I can't. Oh, I just heard him snort. Oh, now I hear it. He's licking a hole.
Of his ball.
That doesn't make it sound any better. He has a Nerf ball that I put peanut butter in, and he is
going to town.
Licking it out.
Today is my turn. We're going to do a paranormal story.
While Ryan Reynolds is still in a box on the screen.
Probably getting closer to dying.
I mean, like, at this point, I would have just given up. I'm not going to lie. Ew, that's gross.
Anyway. Speaking of bleeding.
Oh, great.
I don't think there's any blood in this.
Oh. Damn.
Today I'm going to do the Tooele Hospital.
Sounds like there would be blood.
Not that it's in my story, I don't think. There might be. I don't remember.
Okay. Oh, here goes Heather coughing in. Let her wet her whistle over there. I could hear the wind.
I'm sorry.
We've changed settings on our microphones.
Now we can just hear everything. Okay. Have you ever heard of the Tooele Hospital?
I have.
From what I told you already?
No.
So it's a hospital. Well.
Oh my god. Mind blown.
Although it didn't start out as a hospital.
I'm literally that emoji with like
a brain exploding.
Yeah.
Okay, so in 1873, gonna go back a minute.
I was born then. Huh?
What?
Who?
How many jelly beans?
You put your what in where? That was a very discombobulated. You put your what in where for how many jelly beans?
Just did it backwards.
Yes.
Okay, in 1873, a man named Samuel F. Lee built a home for him and his family to live in.
I'm named after him.
Samuel Amanda.
My real name is Amanda Samuel, so like I'm gonna need you to not
Lee.
That was the point.
Oh, it took me a minute. Yes. Meow.
It's like we were at the air show. All right, go on.
They left the house in 1913, and the building became a refugee poorhouse. The population of Tooele started to grow, and people decided that the building could be so much more than a poorhouse, and that's how it became the Tooele Hospital. You gonna fall asleep?
No. I can hear myself breathe in and out.
Well, stop it. Not breathing. I can hear it too.
Is it picking up on this microphone, maybe?
Maybe, I don't know.
How do I do this? Does that mute me? No. Nope.
The building became a hospital in 1953, but it was underfunded. The hospital didn't even have a morgue. They would stack the bodies in an unrefrigerated room until the coroner signed off on the death certificates.
Oh, great.
That would probably not smell too hot. The Tooele Hospital has been the site of many acclaimed hauntings and various types of paranormal activity. There's 2 popular movies that were filmed in the building. The first movie was called The Fastest Indian, which I've never heard of.
The Fastest Indian. When was that filmed?
I don't know. I didn't look it up.
I don't know where my phone is.
The movie documented the true story of motorcycle legend Burt Munro.
Burt.
The second movie filmed at the hospital was called The Stand by Stephen King, which is considered to be a fantasy story based on potential post-apocalyptic events. I actually have this book. I got like halfway through it and it creeped me out, so I quit reading it.
The world's fastest Indian, you say?
The fastest Indian. No worlds.
Well, that doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist on the menu?
Nope. I can only find the world's fastest Indian.
Is it about a motorcycle legend?
I do believe so.
Oh, I don't know.
It has yeah, New Zealander Burt Munro
See, I struggled with it too.
spent years perfecting his classic Indian motorcycle. The year is 1967, and Burt takes his machine in Utah's Salt Flats, where he attempts the impossible, using his dream bike to set a new world's record for speed. Based on a true story, the record Monroe set, more than 3... will not load. Anyway, it was filmed in 2005. It is 2 hours and 7 minutes and considered a drama/sport film, starring Anthony Hopkins.
Good to know. These movies definitely brought some attention to the structure. A new hospital that has been hailed state-of-the-art was constructed in the county, and the old Tooele hospital was officially closed for business in 2000.
Time out. Where are we again?
Tooele, Utah.
Okay.
I think.
I know Anthony Hopkins' movie was filmed in Utah.
Yes, it's Utah.
Ooh. We could go there in April.
I don't know what part of Utah
That's
it's in.
okay. Hey, guys.
Take the van. Get in the van.
Mike will be like, just drive me home.
If he makes it, he might peace out.
I don't know if he's going to make it after Phoenix. We're going to Las Vegas in April. I don't know if we've mentioned that. My stepdad and my mother decided to tag along on mine and Heather's gift to my brother for his 21st birthday. Well, it's really my gift. Heather's tagging along.
It's really like we planned it regardless of whether or not he was going with us.
Fair. And then my mother and stepdad were like, well, my mother was like, I'm going, and I'm going to make Mike go, which is my stepdad. And I was like, oh, they can't see my eyes shifting back and forth.
She was giving the side eye.
Yeah, and my stepdad has never been out of the Ohio, Pennsylvania, Maryland belt, as I like to call it. And
he's never been anywhere out of the East Coast.
Yeah, well, Ohio's considered the Midwest. It's not really East Coast. I mean, I know you think Lake Erie is an ocean for Ohio, but it's not.
That's just what we call it.
Why don't you put that on the table that doesn't have your microphone?
Because that would be smart.
So my stepdad has literally only been as south as Deep Creek, Maryland, and as far west as
Ohio.
Cleveland, Ohio, which is like basically an extension of Pennsylvania that we don't want to claim.
We don't want that part.
Sorry, Cleveland. I was born there. I can say it. So my stepdad is going to fly for the very first time in April, and we have a layover in Phoenix, so we're just praying that the flight from Pittsburgh to Phoenix...
We're hoping that they all go smooth so we make it home.
Yeah, but we're really praying that from Pittsburgh to Phoenix goes very smooth, or my stepdad might get in a car and just drive home from Phoenix. And probably get lost and killed, so...
Because he probably does not have a smartphone.
No, he does not. He still has a flip phone. I had to show him how to use T9 texting, and he thought I was a wizard. He thought I was a wizard, Harry.
I'd say you're more of a witch than a wizard.
Fuck off. I hate you.
Well, if you went to Hogwarts, you would be a witch, not a wizard.
Okay, well, do you know until this year I didn't know what that 9 3/4 shit meant?
It's the platform that they get on to go to school.
Yeah. And if you know what, if you told me that I had to board a plane at gate 9 3/4, I would hand my ticket back to you and be like, fuck you. Ow. Stop abusing me.
So the hospital was officially closed in 2000.
Right.
After that, if you visited the structure, you would find that it was used for two different things.
Movies?
What?
Movies?
No. Half was as a retirement home, and the other half is called Asylum 49.
Oh, okay. So, like, Area 51.
No. In 2006, a man named Kim Anderson created Asylum 49. Did you just dribble?
No, but it was like... you saying no to me was like that one time where I said something to you and you're like, I understand. And I was like, okay. But you weren't mad. It just came out that you were. And like...
the inner bitch is slipping out.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, like Area 51. No. Oh, okay. Sorry for making a joke, y'all.
In 2006, a man named Kim Anderson created Asylum 49 as a haunted Halloween attraction.
I'm gonna pass.
Like literally sharing a wall with a retirement home.
I'm gonna pass.
Kim had a difficult time accepting the stories.
Wait. Just... all I can picture is somebody's relative living in this old person's home, and like there'd just be chainsaws running on the fucking other side of the wall, and they just gives them a heart attack. Is that like nursing home abuse?
I don't know.
Anyway.
Well, I don't think it's like
Actually
you're
sharing
sharing
a
a
wall.
I think it's like the end of a hallway connects to another hallway.
Yeah. But it would just be really funny. Could you just imagine like sitting in a nursing home with your parents?
chainsaw
Yeah,
and
it's like,
stuff.
what the fuck? Sorry, I just put your parents in nursing homes.
He had a difficult time accepting the stories that surrounded the paranormal. However, after spending quite a bit of time researching the old Tooele hospital, he quickly emerged as a believer. Not a believer.
Not a believer.
Not a believer.
Me either.
That it did appear that the building had a unique share of activity. His wife, Rebecca, eventually contacted a man by the name of Troy Wood. And...
what would Troy do?
Troy Wood. In an organization of paranormal researchers referred to as the Utah Ghost Organization, or UGO.
You go.
You go.
No, you go.
No, you go.
But I would not.
But you might. Home.
Wow.
The retirement home closed at some point during 2017 and was open for investigators to go inside of it.
I'll pass.
Hmm?
I'll pass.
We'll pass.
I'll pass.
Before the retirement home closed, the residents were not spared from the paranormal. There have been some reports of seeing children when there are no children that would be in the building. What the fuck is that? Oh, those are actually sirens.
Okay, we're back after we don't know what the fuck just happened.
There were
All
sirens.
sirens.
Sirens going.
All right.
Okay.
Enlighten me.
The children that they were seeing that aren't supposed to be in the building.
All right.
The children became a sign that someone was about to pass away. It was the only time that the nurses heard about there being children and like people seeing children.
Children are fucking creepy, man.
Yeah, like I told you yesterday. Creepy.
Yeah, tell the viewers, the listeners.
Yeah, tell the viewers that can't see our faces.
Yeah, tell the listeners your paranormal story.
My nephew was having his birthday party yesterday, and me and my sister-in-law and my mom were sitting in their kitchen, and all of a sudden, like, nobody's near the light switches, but the lights just shut off for a couple seconds, and then they turn back on. So all of us were like, oh, what the hell was that? And then we're, like, checking the light switches, and we're like, well, no, like, none of them are off. And so I asked, I was like, well, is there any upstairs? And my sister-in-law said, yeah, there's one at the top of the stairs. So me, being a typical person in a horror movie, I was like, oh, I'll go up and look. So I'm, like, walking up the stairs thinking, if I hear something whisper, I'm gonna die. And not even, like, 2 seconds later, all I hear is, hey, don't tell anybody I'm up here. And I look down, and all I see is, like, a face behind the door that turned out to be my nephew hiding from his friend. So, to which I quickly threw myself against the wall and about had a heart attack. Oh, that was a fun experience that I never want to have again.
And then you did it precisely what he asked you to not do. Because then you walked downstairs and told everyone he was there.
Yeah, because he scared the shit out of me.
That's so mean. He just wanted to scare his friend.
The friend he wanted to scare wasn't even there yet.
That's okay. I know what it's like to want to scare your friend.
Yeah, so do I. Because you're a horrible person.
Sometimes I like to just randomly scare Heather. And the best one ever was one night when we were younger. We were staying in my dad's room. Sounds weird. All of this is weird because, like, we shared a bed. There was no need to share a bed. I think it was probably before we were comfortable staying alone in my dad's house. But my dad was in the doorway talking to us. And he was going to sleep downstairs, I guess. Like, where was he going to sleep?
And then he just shut the light off.
And he shut the light off. And I reached out and grabbed Heather and screamed, "In the darkness falls." To which... Well, no, I think I whispered it.
Fall!
Yeah, and to which she... screamed so loudly, my father ran back into the room.
Flicked the lights on as Amanda's like rolling around laughing.
But to be fair, I get that from my dad.
Yeah.
Because yesterday we were talking about the fact that he doesn't like clowns because there was this Harley shirt with a fucking clown on it, which will probably end up in my Christmas presents this year. And he was like, "Oh, I don't like clowns." I was like, "Then why did you used to turn American Horror Story on my TV?" Because we have Comcast, and so the remotes work on every freaking box. And he's like, I would never.
Well, I think that one time, because it was the first episode, and he waited until he went to the bathroom and turned it on and paused it whenever the creepy clown was on.
I don't like clowns. I don't like that shit. Clowns terrify me. Which is why I will never cover John Wayne Gacy. Sorry.
That's okay.
I mean, if it's requested a lot, I might, but...
Not willingly.
Yeah, because I don't want to have to look at pictures of clowns.
Just don't look at pictures.
Wikipedia has a picture.
Oh. So you did look it up?
No. I just know Wikipedia has pictures.
Just
Somebody go donate $3 for me, because I definitely don't. It's like, if you donate $3 now, I was like, I could. If I start making money, maybe.
Maybe.
Abusing pills. Maybe it's cyanide.
I was like, what?
Ryan
She's
Reynolds.
talking about the movie still that's on the TV.
He's still hot as fuck.
All sweaty and covered in blood.
My favorite.
Okay, so anyway, again, speaking of blood, paranormal experts think that the children really aren't children, but possibly demons.
Well, duh.
There's a possibility that they're not demons, but a quote in the Bible says, "The devil has the voice of many waters."
Have you read the Bible?
No. No, I have not. There's 3 apparitions that have been seen in the hospital frequently. The first is a nurse in white. She roams in the hospital, and patients have claimed that the nurse in white has already helped them when other nurses come to check on them. The nurses at the nursing home don't wear white uniforms, so the nurse in white that the patients see really isn't there. But I guess still helps them. But at least she's being nice.
Do they die immediately later?
No, just when they see
Immediately later.
Immediately later. Oxymoron.
See, if I started seeing a random person in white, I would think that that was God being like, it's time to come home.
In a nurse's costume? Or outfit, not costume.
Yeah. I don't care. Anybody in all white. I would just be like, okay, that's... If they truly weren't there. Like, if you came in here in an all white fucking outfit next time you come over, I would not be like, well, that's God telling me.
I would never buy white pants. You don't need to worry about that.
Yeah, because I had a dream that Heather only wore Argyle sweaters, and then this bitch comes to my house yesterday in an Argyle sweater after saying she didn't own one. So, if I saw an apparition that was wearing all white, I would go, that's God telling me it's time.
That's not the case.
Well, I think it should be.
I would rather it be like an adult, not a child.
Yeah, same. Children are fucking creepy. The last thing I want to see is not a child. It would be my dog's face.
Yeah.
It would be like Hershey and Maggie just being like, come home. Oh God, I'm gonna start crying. That was so depressing.
There's a second apparition is a man in black.
Oh, God.
There's
What? They can't wear vibrant colors?
Well, they're gonna have the little thing in erase your memory, like the men in black.
Oh, Jesus.
That usually manifest at 3 a.m.
Oh, well, they're definitely demons then.
He is said to be terrifying.
Yeah, no shit.
That's it. That's all.
That's it.
He shows up at 3 a.m. and he's terrifying, dressed in black.
Is he Slender Man?
Might be.
He gonna get you next time.
The third is a little girl.
What is with these children?
This could be the little girl so many saw just before they passed away. She has also been seen at Asylum 49 as well. She has followed visitors through the maze, and when they try to find her parents, she disappears.
How much does she get paid?
The hospital also has a reputation of the number 3. It was said that patients would die in groups of 3. When one would pass, the staff would expect 2 more to pass in a short amount of time.
Fair. I expect that still to this day.
The man in black appears at 3 a.m. The number 3 is supposed to be demonic in nature. It's a mocking of the Holy Trinity. The number of the devil is 666, a 3-figure number, and the same number being 3 repeated 3 times. An exorcism had also taken place during an investigation, and it was successful. I couldn't find any other information other than that there was one that was performed.
Was it Emily Rose?
I don't think.
Or Hannah? What's the new one? Hannah?
That one looks creepy.
Yeah, but Shay Mitchell's in it. She's pretty hot, so.
I don't know who that is.
She was on Pretty Little Liars. You'd know. She was, Emily. She was the lesbian on Pretty Little Liars.
Not my mom. I don't watch that.
Missing out.
If I saw her face, I would know. Is she the blonde one?
Nope.
Oh, then never
That
mind.
was Hannah.
The man in black was seen going into a patient's room, and when a nurse went to open the door, it was locked. Maintenance had to come and take the door off its hinges, and when the nurses rushed in, they found that the patient had already passed away.
Duh.
Poltergeist activity has been reported in room 6 of the abandoned hospital. Someone wrote 666 on the door just to make it seem a little more welcoming, I suppose.
Okay, also, I feel like rooms don't have single-digit numbers anymore.
Fair.
Like, even my office building. I'm on... First of all, it's a house. Second of all, my office number is 104. I don't even know what my office number is. Like, it's not room 4.
Yeah.
That was really loud. Sorry, guys.
There have also been reports of people getting scratched in that room.
Nope.
There are other reported sightings of other entities. There's a nurse that's named Maria that apparently guards a portal that's on the land. A portal to where? I'm not 100%.
Is it your cousin? Dear Maria, count me in.
That's who it is. It's a stripper.
Maybe we shouldn't go here.
They'd be like, oh, heard you were talking shit.
Yeah.
A psychic medium that visited talked to Maria and confirmed the existence of the portal. According to the medium, the portal contains a very bright white light that the deceased tried to go towards. Maria tells them that this isn't their portal to a peaceful afterlife and directs them away. Also, maybe it is a portal to hell. Make it seem all nice and inviting, and then poof, you're in the fire.
How many portals to hell are there?
Apparently there's a lot of them, because it seems like everybody has one.
Yeah.
There's another spirit of a former patient
Good
called
one,
Wes. Sport. His name is Wes.
Mm-hmm.
He suffered from Alzheimer's during his last days, and it is believed that he is still burdened by his disease and is scared and confused. He is seldom seen from his assigned room, only going as far as the hallway in front of it. As harmless as Wes seems, the medium who tried to help him cross over discovered a dark entity that stays close to him whenever he goes into the hallway. So I guess, don't fuck with Wes, I suppose.
Listen, I'm right there with Wes, though. Like, if I die from Alzheimer's, I'm gonna hunt the funk out of people.
But you want a dark entity to chill with you in the hallway?
No, I don't want that, but, Alzheimer's just scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Not, people with Alzheimer's. That sounds terrible.
With the
Becoming
disease.
somebody with it. How dependent they have to... First of all, I've had this fear forever, and then I watched Still Alice and read the book, and was like... it was so depressing. She was a professor at a college, and, loses her memory and, like, become so dependent on her family. And I was just like, I could never.
You're like, I don't want that to happen.
I really don't.
You'd have to depend on Colin to take care of you.
Point made. Like, I love my brother dearly, but... Or Joel. That's my boyfriend.
I'll take care of you.
I'm gonna be like Wes. I'm gonna be haunting the fuck out of everyone.
But, like, I always figured, like, because it always seems like people say, like, whenever, like, somebody passes on, that, like, they're no longer burdened with what was wrong with them.
Yeah.
Apparently this time it's not the case.
Maybe he wants somebody to discover the cure for Alzheimer's.
Maybe. Some other experiences that have happened there are during an investigation.
Also, your drink is making me really thirsty for black cherry Kool-Aid.
That you probably still have in your cupboards.
I do.
Uh,
Investigation.
During an investigation.
Right.
Someone saw the figure of a man just standing in a doorway as they passed by it.
Oh, great.
Which I never understood how you see, like, a black shadow in a dark hallway.
Well, because you have light perception in the dark.
Like, if it's, like, pitch black with, like, no
Yeah,
windows?
but you get used to it.
Oh, that's true.
So, in the defense of the non-believers, it's your mind playing tricks on you.
But terrifying nonetheless.
Yeah, fair.
Nurses at the hospital had put black electrical tape over a security camera because at night there's a hallway that they called the Green Mile because it has a green carpet. They would see someone staring at them and pacing the hallway when they checked the cameras at the nurse's station that's not a patient that just...
So they were like, fuck the patient safety, we're not going to have this camera work anymore. Great.
Well, actually, because when Ghost Adventures went there, the janitor said, like, oh yeah, there's tape on it. And they're like, well, who put it there? And they're like, the nurses did. I'm like, that... Like, we don't want to be scared, so screw the patients.
Yeah. Jeez.
There has been thousands of EVPs, pictures, and videos that have been said to contain shadows, apparitions, mists, orbs, and voices. If you would like to view or hear the evidence, you can go to their website, asylum49.com, or utahghost.org. There are also EVPs on the site utahparanormalresearch.com/evp.php. And this part is really unrelated, but I was on the Asylum 49 website, and they have roles for you to be allowed to go into it. And the roles are... Okay. These are the roles to go into Asylum 49. Number 1. You can be touched, grabbed, separated from your group, detained in small, dark areas, and left strapped to a metal bed and worked on by the crazies.
The fuck I can?
Rule number 2. If you can't handle rule number 1, then don't come, wimpo.
Okay. Fair. I won't.
Rule number 3. You can't touch the actors or the props unless we throw something at you. Then by all means, put your hands up. You will look stupid getting hit in the face with a prop. Like, this is on their official Asylum49.com website. Like, this is, like, their actual website that they have.
So these motherfuckers can grab me and detain
But
me.
you're not allowed to fight back. Like, you guys have to... I'm like, the fuck I would.
Somebody fucking grabs me, I'm gonna smack their ass. Not their ass. I mean, maybe. I would be smacking whatever I could hit.
Yeah, or punching.
Yeah.
Clawing.
Yes.
Rule number 4. We do not recommend small children or immature adults or pregos. If you think that your kids are too young, then they are too young. Leave them at home. Nobody wants to see your little kid bawling their eyes out, hyperventilating. What's wrong with you?
Well, I would also be bawling my eyes out and hyperventilating, so...
Rule number 5. There are no refunds, you cheap bastard. It's not a cheap 38,000 square foot haunt.
Yeah.
Rule number 6. Bring cash, we don't take plastic. Oh, and hell yeah, we sell Asylum 49 teas. Rule number 7. Don't have somebody waiting in the car for you while you go through thinking you'll be right out. We are open for 3 hours on weekends and we're open 3 hours on weekdays and 5 hours on weekends. You could get detained the entire time and we won't send anyone in to look for you. You got your dumbass into this mess. Get yourself out. So, like, they could, like, you could be, like, the first person through the day and they could, like, detain you and they just leave you on a fucking table the rest of the day. Yeah. And then rule number 8. If you can't behave, we will throw your dumbass out. See rule number 5.
What was rule 5?
There are no refunds, you cheap bastard.
Oh.
So, yeah, like, those are, like, the legitimate rules on their website. So, like, I wonder, like, I feel like that you would have to sign a waiver if they're allowed to detain you.
Yeah.
To which I would not.
I would be quicker to sign a waiver to go skydiving.
They open on September 14th, and they have extreme nights that are October 6th, 13th, and 31st, and they're closed on Sundays and Mondays. But yeah, like, that's creepy. Like, I would never go into somewhere like, oh, hey, like, we're open for 5 hours. You might get stuck in here for 5 hours.
Well, I'm a wimpo, and...
A cheap bastard.
Yeah. So I will not be going.
I don't even know if it says... Oh, general admittance is...
Does that say $45?
This is $25.
Oh.
They they're like degrading almost. The general admittance one for $25 is kids pricing. If you want kids pricing, take them to the pumpkin patch. The stat pass is $35. Don't wait in line with the cheap asses. Stat gets you to the front of the line. And the extreme night, which is $100, you will be covered in blood, goo, amongst other things. Strapped to beds, must be 18 or older, must bring a photo ID to purchase ticket.
That sounds like they're gonna make some, like, kinky-ass porno.
Yeah, it's... Yeah.
Why?
So...
She just got on the contact us page. I just want to know why.
So that is the Tooele Hospital.
So, if you're into that, I know there are people that are into those kind of haunted houses. I'm not.
No, I would be the cheap ass that wouldn't even pay $25.
No, I'd go to the pumpkin patch.
Yeah, I'd be like, I want to get a pumpkin and paint it. That's...
Like, we did a crazy house / fun house / I don't know what you want to call it, in Chicago on the Navy
I feel
Pier.
like that wasn't scary, but, like, I was terrified the whole time.
Yeah, that was my point. Like...
Especially that room that we couldn't get out of with the mirrors.
Yeah. First of all, like, if I have to look in a mirror for more than 30 seconds.
And those are full body.
Yeah. So, that shit in Asylum 45? 49? Nope. I'm gonna pass.
Yeah, that's...
But if y'all are into it,
check them out by all means.
check them out and you let us know. We'll live vicariously
Drop
through
it
you.
in the email.
Yep.
And reference to podcast@gmail.com.
That's it. We haven't plugged our social media the last episodes either. Our social media.
Yeah, we're on Instagram.
That's it. And there's a picture of Brody.
Or you can follow Brody.
You can follow Brody.
Brody the Shepherd Mix.
On Instagram. He's so cute.
So what next up will be another true crime.
Swatting.
Swatting. I don't know what that means because I did not look it up. But we're going to find out next time.
All right.
Hopefully Loch Ness does not swat.
That would be kind of creepy if she did.
All right. So we'll find out next time.
Yep.